great job in preparation for this game and this opportunity. Was pleased really with the first half. Not only, obviously, Jazz did a great job making some shots, but our defensive intent, demeanor, thought we were the more physical team, got the loose balls, wanted to win, had that urgency. Unfortunately, we talked a lot in the locker room at halftime about our identity is getting stops and being physical. And we got out physical in the second half and overtime. They wanted to win more than we wanted to win. And that's something everyone in our program and on our team has to swallow and live with. And now we've got to decide as we move forward. Our backs couldn't be more against the wall. But we're going to lead in such a way that we have an unrelenting competitive spirit and fight, and we come back stronger. That's the only thing we're going to accept and tolerate from the young men in our program.
Questions for the players first, please.
Just to both players, what are your thoughts on what happened after halftime? I mean, you guys.
It got more physical. On the defensive end, they got more disruptive, started jumping, random passes, just, doing little things, try to get in our heads, grabbing, stuff like that. But we just gotta not let those live ball turnovers happen. I feel like that gave them a lot of momentum. And then just in the half court, just let them, just play our defense.
I mean, yeah, just like the coach said, they were more physical in the second half. We kind of, I don't want to say we relaxed after the halftime, but we definitely weren't as aggressive as we were in the first half. We only turned them over like 9 times, and that's not the way we play defense. We just gotta get back to work tomorrow and just work on what we're good at and what was working for us for like the whole season up till now, and that's pressuring the ball and getting turnovers.
Isaiah, they were able to close it to, I think, 4 or 6 a couple of times, and you guys were able to push it out until 10. Did it feel like if you guys would have been able to get that out to 12, 14, 16, this might have been a different outcome?
Yeah. I feel like letting them be within single digits definitely gave them more confidence as the game was ending. They felt like they were within striking distance. So, yeah, that was definitely the goal, to get to 10, get like above 10, things like that, for sure.
What's just the level of disappointment to have a win seemingly close at hand and not be able to close it out?
I mean, I think, there's no such thing as closing basketball. You either win or lose. Obviously we lost today. It definitely hurts, but we have 6 more games. 6 more regular season games, and that's what we're focusing on right now.
For both you guys, TJ said, it's time to pretty much respond from this. What's it going to take to get you guys back on track?
Focusing on the little things. It's going to take all of us really just buying in, buckling down, and just really going out into every game, refusing to lose, and just, yeah.
I mean, obviously we got to learn from it and, take that first half. We did a lot of good things in the first half. We just got to build on that and, then come back to Souk Up tomorrow, get ready for the next game and, bring it for all 40, 45 minutes. We can't just bring it for 20 and expect a win out of it. Appreciate it.
TJ, you guys did a lot of things right for a lot of this game. Is that encouraging or discouraging given the ultimate result?
Yeah, I mean, as a coach, you want to look at it one media timeout at a time or a possession at a time. You want to break the game down into parts. So to answer your question, I guess, directly, it's discouraging because we do this to win. And our guys know that how we practice and how we do everything is to be successful. And so when that doesn't happen, it's disappointing for sure. I know this. I know what our program is about and will continue to be about. We'll be fighting when things are hard and competing when they're difficult and having the courage to fail, get right back up and fight harder. And so certainly disappointing day. We knew how important that game would have been. But just like in life, like you have a choice to make. Nobody cares. Nobody feels sorry for you. You fight back harder, and that's disappointing day, and we will fight back harder as we come out for our next practice and into the game on Tuesday.
When you hear Isaiah say that throughout the second half they got out physical, does that the sirens go off given that's your guys' priorities to be the more physical, tough team?
It's a gut punch. I mean, it's not who we built our team to be and how we've gone about it. Look, obviously our guys, the confidence got rocked a little bit as we took a couple losses. And again, some of those to really good teams, all of them Big 12 teams. But at the same time, like, I don't know, we will be a team that keeps fighting and competing through that. And so, I don't know. I know the expectations got higher as we had some success, but our guys have to embrace how we do things. We don't have the choice to come out here and make 15 threes. It hasn't happened this year, and it's not going to. We have the choice to play harder, be more competitive, be more spirited, and want to win more. And unfortunately, we didn't do that for 40 minutes today, and that's my job to make sure that we do that every day.
What are your thoughts on what your new starting lineup gave you, TJ?
Yeah, I mean, obviously Jazz making shots, spaces the floor, opened things out, so it was good. And, George had a good game. So, again, I don't think it's, hey, let's just change a lineup and this is a quick fix. We are in a position where I'm looking for guys who have the most urgency. And that's how they walk into a room, how they stretch for practice, how they block out, how they dive for a loose ball. I want urgency. I want guys who want to win. And so we're going to continue to play the guys that we feel like at that present time give us that chance. So obviously, yeah, great. Jazz played well, shot it well. There's some things late he probably could have done better, but gave us a spark in the start for sure.
I guess along those same lines, it wasn't just Jazz. The rotation was very different. What do you hope you got out of that, and what message do you hope got sent to guys that saw their minutes go down?
Urgency, desperation, care factor. Of all the things that I've evaluated as myself as a strength or weakness, urgency's at the top, and desire to win and win now and give everything you have. Couldn't be more. And so because that's the standard I hold myself to on everything, I know when somebody else really cares. Like, it means everything to you. And unfortunately, sometimes young people, when things are going well, nobody really questions, challenges, none of the disappointment sets in. So I guess for all of our guys right now, the guys who are the most urgent are going to be the ones who play. And that could be a different starting lineup next game, a different rotation. And so I know what urgency looks like. I know what care looks like. And I know the pride we're going to play with. And when I see it, that's the guy that's going to get the opportunity. And, and there's a physical part to it. There's a mental part to it. And then there's the choices you make and everything that you do that matter. And so that's what I'm looking for even more so, is that urgency. You don't just come to the game and want to win. You have to want to win in everything you do in your life.
Isaiah talked about those live ball turnovers and needing to cut down on those things. What does it take to kind of clean those things up, especially when they're coming at such crucial points in the game?
Yeah, we're approaching, or we're in mid-February, and I guess it's demanding, wanting to win. Like, they know what we're doing, we know what they're doing, and throw a winning pass, make a winning play. I don't know. I think our guys We know how critical those live ball turnovers are, and especially when we weren't turning them over in that same situation. So, you know, we're not coming out here trying to be a fun and gun offense. We're trying to be a team that is tough with the ball, values every possession, and understands that we need every possession and how vital it is. So, yeah, I'm not here to cast blame on having those turnovers, but if you really, really want to win, you find a way to value the ball in those key moments. Thanks. Thank you.